I'm a dreamer, I really am. I have an imagination that allows me to create, to visualize things in my mind. My name is Roberto Perez. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy traveling. I love reading in any format, listening to audiobooks, reading in Braille. I traveled to Argentina in 2007. I was living in Cuba still back then. And this was the first time I traveled to a foreign country. It's difficult to explain what that means in the place I grew up, which is so vastly different from the rest of the world. How people do things, how people live, the level of diversity that exists. But that was so powerful in making me understand how much there was to explore. And I started opening up to the possibility that things can actually change. That I work as a technical program manager with the Cloud Plus AI accessibility team, creating things that people can use, mostly people with disabilities, because that's where I think the need is, and that's where I believe my skill set can be more helpful. I always knew that computers existed. Computers were the closest thing to magic I could actually experience. There is usually a lack of independence, whether it is for me to read or to access visual information. In the School for the Blind where I was studying, an NGO donated a device called the Eureka A4. It had a couple of applications, including a word processor, a DOS emulator, and one thing it had was a BASIC editor. And that's how I learned programming. Later on, I had access to more modern device with MS-DOS and an actual screen reader. I thought, this is the solution for blindness. This is a device that I can use to write, and people can read what I write. I can scan printed material, and I can read without asking for help. One of the things I always associated the blindness is with difficulty to communicate. There are doors that are still closed, and that's what fascinates me about my job.